Millions of people invest in crypto, but most miss out on one of its easiest and most reliable ways to earn passive income, which is staking. So in this video, my AI assistant TR and I will teach you what crypto staking is, how it works, and how to get started, even if you've never invested in crypto before. Plus, I'm gonna share the #1 strategy that pros use to maximize their staking rewards so you can get the most out of your investment. That all said, Tiara, how do you wanna get started with this one?
Let's explain what crypto staking is.
Perfect, yeah, we can definitely do that. So I wrestled with Tiara for about a half hour on a way to explain crypto staking in a way that's both relatable and simple to understand, because it's not really easy.
We didn't wrestle, you're just dumb.
No, not true, Tiara. I actually do know about crypto staking and I do it myself, but I did underestimate just how nuanced this process is. So that said, I think I found a good way to explain it. What are you doing? Is it hot? Am I losing my mind? This was plugged into everything, right? Oh my God, this thing, it has a battery? So let's imagine that you live in a small town that decides to start its own community bank. Now I do want to mention, in that small town, every single person is subscribed to the channel. So you probably should do that yourself, just so you're not some weird social pariah. But really, if you could, I'd appreciate it just to help me try to fulfill my dream of supporting my family of 4 with the channel. Anyway, the community bank here. So with crypto, this bank represents a cryptocurrency, like Ethereum, which is digital and obviously much larger than a small community bank. So this is how crypto staking works, right? So becoming a stakeholder. So with a bank, you become a stakeholder by depositing money into the bank, into your little community bank. Now with crypto, you lock up your cryptocurrency in what they call a smart contract on the network, meaning that you can't withdraw it at any time. You put the money in and you have to leave. So next, let's talk about becoming a trusted teller, right? And kind of the comparison there. So with a bank, the more money you invest, the more likely you are to be chosen as a teller, helping process transactions and maintain the bank's ledger. With crypto, the more you stake, the higher your chances of being selected as a validator. So as a validator, you verify transactions, create new blocks, and maintain the blockchain's integrity by making what they call a node, which is essentially a computer that's always connected to the network. Now, why would someone want to do this? Well, if you were chosen as a validator, that means that you hold a significant amount of the cryptocurrency. So it's in your best interest to help keep it safe. Now, for most of you that are like me, just realize that it's unlikely you'll ever be chosen as a validator because you really don't hold a large enough stake or amount of the cryptocurrency.
We are broke.
And I do want to mention, by the way, that I do realize that with a bank, you're not going to become a teller just by investing money into the bank. I realize that, but for the sake of this example, it shows you kind of the comparison. Next, let's talk about the security deposit. So with a bank, your investment acts as a security deposit. So if you make mistakes or try to cheat, you could lose this deposit, as could everyone else if the bank gets, robbed. With crypto, your staked crypto serves as collateral. So if you validate fraudulent transactions or act maliciously, you risk losing your staked assets through what they call slashing. Next would be earning interest. So with a bank, for your role in helping run the bank, you would earn interest on your invested amount. With crypto, you earn rewards in the network's native cryptocurrency for securing and running the network. So the amount is often proportional to your stake, meaning the more you have, the higher the amount will be. Next is network security. So at a bank, the bank becomes more secure with more responsible shareholders when they're all involved. Now with crypto, the blockchain becomes more secure with more stakers, which is going to make it more expensive and difficult for attackers to ever control the network. And next we can talk about decision making. So at a bank, a board might make decisions for the bank, right? In crypto, validators are chosen to propose and validate new blocks based on their own stake, with other validators confirming these blocks to reach consensus. So by participating in staking, you're not just passively holding your crypto, you're actively contributing to the security, efficiency, and decentralization of the blockchain network. So it's kind of like being a shareholder, teller, and a security guard for a digital community bank, all while earning rewards for your efforts. Now, this system creates a network where everyone has a vested interest in keeping things running smoothly and honestly. The more people that participate, the more secure and efficient the network becomes, which is benefiting all users of that cryptocurrency.
Not bad, Ron. Hopefully the other humans understand your examples.
I think they got it, Tiara. So anyways, what's the next section?
Let's dive into the benefits and risks of staking.
All right, so let me go ahead and break down the good and the not so good parts of crypto staking for you so that you kind of understand, it's not all positives, obviously. So first off, the benefits. The big draw, well, it's gonna be passive income. It's really like your money's gonna be making money while you sleep. And unlike mining, you don't need a degree in computer science or a small power plant in your basement to get started with this. Plus, it's way better for the environment. There's no massive energy bills deals or anything like this, right? Oh, and as I already mentioned, you're actually helping keep the network secure, which is, a pretty cool thing too. But of course, it's not all positive, as there are some risks that you should know about. So first, I think we all know that crypto prices are sometimes like a roller coaster. And well, your staked crypto isn't immune to that either. So you might be earning rewards, but if the price of the coin that you hold that is staking, it tanks, you could still end up with less than you started with, because even if you earn more on the coins while they're staked, if the value of the coin drops a ton, your overall investment may be less. Now, this is less likely with a larger market cap coin, but it's always a possibility. But here's the real kicker. So once you stake, your crypto is locked up for a little while, which is great for saving, but not great if you suddenly need cash, as you usually can't sell it if it is staked. Oh, and if you're chosen to be a validator and run your own node, well, there's always the chance something could go wrong, of course. And generally speaking, the whole crypto world is still pretty new. So who knows what kind of regulations might pop up in the future either. So yeah, so staking, it can be pretty sweet, but it's not without its risks. And you really gotta weigh the pros and cons and decide if it's really right for you. Now, if you're like me and you casually invest and just wanna make some passive income off your crypto holdings, and you have no intentions of selling anytime soon, I found it better to stake than to not. But it is worth mentioning that I hold a small percentage of any other cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin. So, stake at your own risk. All right, so Tiara, enough about the benefits and the risks. What's next from here?
Let's discuss how to get started.
Yeah, pretty simple. Okay, yeah, that definitely works for me. So step one, so choose your crypto, right? So first things first, you need to pick a cryptocurrency that supports staking, as not all of them do. So popular options include Ethereum, Cardano, and Polkadot, but do a bit of research and see which one really fits your style. And there are others, but those are the bigger, most popular ones. Step two is to get your hands on some coins. So if you don't already have the crypto that you want to stake, buy it. Right? You can do this on most of the major crypto exchanges. I prefer Coinbase myself just because it's, widely known, secure, and it's also a public company, which that makes me happy.
You cannot trust the system.
Step three is to pick your staking method. So now here's where you've got options, right? So you can do solo staking, and this is where you run your own validator node. It's really technical and usually requires a hefty investment to start, but you do get more rewards for doing so. Next would be joining a staking pool. So think of this as carpooling, but for crypto, right? You team up with others to reach the minimum stake. It's easier, but you'll split the rewards. And then lastly is using an exchange. So this is the easiest option, and it's what I do. So some exchanges like Coinbase, they offer staking services right on their platform. Just realize that even though it is convenient, and it definitely is, you might pay a little bit more in fees. And step four, set it all up. So once you've chosen your method, follow the instructions to stake your crypto. So if you're using an exchange, it might be as simple as clicking a stake now button. If you're going solo, you'll need to set up your validator node, and that gets a lot more technical than we're ever going to get in this video here. Step five, and this is my favorite part, watching those rewards roll in, right? So congratulations. If you do this, your crypto is working for you, right? It's earning rewards while you sleep, work, or binge watch your favorite TV shows. And step six is to keep an eye on things. So staking isn't exactly a, set it and forget it deal. You want to keep tabs on your rewards, right? You want to stay updated on any changes in the network and be ready to unstake if you need to. Now, I've left mine staked since I started pretty much, but I check it every month or two just to make sure nothing has changed too drastically. And usually it doesn't, but just make sure you keep an eye out. All right, so Tiara, what's next from here?
Remember earlier you said you weren't dumb? Well, you forgot to tell them the #1 strategy pros use to maximize their staking rewards you mentioned in the intro.
Okay, so two things, Tiara. One, I'm not dumb. Two, I didn't actually know when we were going to get to that, but it looks like, now's the time, so thanks for being a jerk about it.
His AI is uncapped.
Anyway, the #1 strategy that the pros swear by, reinvesting your staking rewards. So why is this such a big deal? Well, it's all about, the compound interest effect, if you will, or just compound effect, really. Every time you reinvest your rewards, you're growing your stake in the cryptocurrency. So it's a lot like reinvesting dividends if you tend to do that sort of thing in the stock market, right? It's really, really similar. And the best part, well, the strategy is super low maintenance. So once you set it up, it's kind of like having a little robot working 24/7 to grow your stake. There's no need to keep, throwing more of your own cash into it. Though I will say it's not a bad idea if you're a really big believer in the cryptocurrency and just do dollar cost averaging like I am. Now, I already know some of you are thinking, but Ren, how about diversifying? You always talk about how important it is.
What the hell is even that?
Don't ask me where that voice came from, I don't know. Okay, so sure, diversifying, it is important too, but if you had to pick just one strategy to rule them all, reinvesting your rewards is the way to go. That said, now is a good time to research other cryptocurrencies if you're considering staking, and you haven't already done that. And guess what? I have the perfect video for that. So click right up here to watch a comparison of Ethereum versus Solana, or you can click on this other video right over here instead. But before you go, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to unlock financial success one AI chat at a time. Thanks so much for your support.